Hello and welcome to Business Growth School for Service Providers podcast. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. Are you a dentist, realtor, lawyer, accountant? Do you provide services locally? Then this podcast is for you. Here we share strategies, tricks, and techniques on how to generate more leads and sales using online marketing. Join us every day for 5 minutes and take away strategies which you can apply in your business. Taking the path of the most resistance and breaking the status quo. Emily Howard, in 1865, she was rejected admission in the University of Toronto because she was a woman. She was female. She wanted to attend, she wanted to become a doctor. But yes, in Canada, till late 1800s, right? If you are a female, you couldn't go to become a doctor. Now, a lot of the girls, their parents, they bought into status quo. They said, hey, you know what? Girls shouldn't go to school, so they shouldn't be a doctor. Emily Howard was a different person altogether. When she was rejected at University of Toronto, she went to USA to basically get her doctorate degree. In 1870, she comes back to Canada and it starts her struggle again to basically get certified as a doctor to practice in Canada. In 1880, finally, the regulatory bodies gave her a permission, a doctor, quote unquote, designation, so she can finally practice in Toronto. Now, Emily Howard went on to become one of the first couple of female physicians in Canada, and her daughter, Augusta, went on to become the first female graduate of Canada. The reason they were able to do that was because they took the path of most resistance. They broke the status quo. Where other girls were saying no, right, this is how the society is like, right, Emily said no, this shouldn't be like that, and she broke the status quo. As kids, we all like to dream. We talk about becoming billionaires. We talk about becoming a pilot. We talk about becoming we talk about big ideas when we are kids. We do that also the same way when we are starting a new business. Any new business owner I meet, he's most excited. He's like, what, I left my job. I'm really excited, right? I will become the next Facebook or Netflix. So I'll gonna crush it, right? And they're very excited to start. Then as a kid ages and becomes an adult, what happens? That all the dreams vanish. Similarly, this happens with business owners. You talk to business owners who have been running it 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. They all basically, where they were thinking about crushing it, going that big, they all basically become part of the status quo. You talk to an average plumber out there, he's like, yeah, I'm an average plumber. You talk to an average realtor out there, yeah, I'm an average realtor, because they all became part of the status quo. Not sure why they stopped dreaming like that kid who was dreaming to become huge, like the first time business owner when he was trying to basically go big with his business. So as basically we start our businesses, right, we basically take the path of least resistance, and that's where you're going wrong. So 99% of the businesses out there, business owners out there, like you and me, right, we are like sheeps. We like to follow, we like to flock together and basically do things which are least risk, right, taking. We try to stay safe. We don't want to take a lot of risks, right? And that's where business owners go wrong, because when they just become followers, in most cases they are following other people in their industry. They don't basically innovate. They don't they take the part of most resistance, and because they become part of the status quo, right, they are doing what everyone else is doing. If everyone else is on freaking like an Instagram, they jump on Instagram. Everyone else basically like, offers like, evening service. They also start offering evening service. They don't think differently. They don't think about basically like, breaking the status quo and taking a very different path. Let me give you an example when you're talking about Instagram and Facebook, right? Like, I'm sure you got to Instagram because you saw your competitor on Instagram, or you saw someone doing Instagram in your industry and you say, hey, damn, I need to be there too, right? Fear of missing out. But why you are not like, basically like embraced it before your competitors did? Or now too, even if you're embracing it like your competitors are doing, your account looks like your competitors because you are all following the status quo. You're all basically taking that easy route. Let me give you an example about this dentist. I'm sure you have heard about a singing dentist. He's a sensation, like over 190,000 followers, the most followed, I think, dentist out there. Impressive following. He basically like, did something different. He started singing. What do you think about like a regular dentist when I talk about a dentist? A boring person, right? Like, in a white gown. He's completely opposite to that. And what happened? Because he broke the status quo, he went against it, he took the path of resistance, he was able to basically garnish all this following, all this attention. So today's video is all about like, take the part of most resistance, not the least resistance, and break the status quo. Like Emily Howard did when she was denied admission into a medical school in Canada. So you should be the business owner who's basically breaking the status quo, not becoming the part of it. And hence, like, hopefully you're not the sheep, but you actually like, a completely different animal who is leading from the front. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to listen to previous episodes, go to rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. Again, I'll repeat that, rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early with another business growth lesson. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.